Tucson's rock station, Rock 102.1, Oro Valley, Tucson.
An Arizona Lotus Corp radio station.
You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from the broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Wednesday, October 8th. Good morning, Kendall.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show today. Going to have a lot of fun, tons of listener bait to give away, including U of A tickets. I'll be coming up here shortly. I also have tickets for Nightmare on Congress. That is the big Halloween party that Hotel Congress throws each and every year with massive costume contests. And, of course, win them before you could buy them tickets for 9 Inch Nails. Those tickets go on sale today at 10 a.m. But, yeah, we'll get a pair of tickets to win before they go on sale, about 2 hours before they go on sale, because we're giving away those tickets around 8:10 this morning. So, yeah, plenty of reasons to listen. And incentive for us on the podcast broadcast, we're rolling out a new half-price deals partnership with Cuban Corner. Cuban Corner is a Cubano place. They specialize in all things Cubano. Eventually, I'll figure out how to press stop on that. And so basically for $25, you get $50 in gift certificates. I believe they're going to bring in a bunch of goodies for us to try today. I know.
Yay!
I know. So that way you're not all hangry, you know? And
Yeah.
that's good. A hangry Kendall is a terrifying Kendall. Trust me.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Danger.
You know what's dangerous and a little bit of danger? I'm a little concerned, and I'm just glad I'm not flying anywhere recently, or you know, I don't have any plans to fly here soon. It might be a good idea to do a road trip and not necessarily fly anywhere for the foreseeable future, because very scary things are happening here when it comes to air traffic controllers. I mean, just the other night at Burbank Airport, they literally had 0 air traffic controllers working.
Right. So they shut things down because of it, right? Like they could not operate.
No, what they did was they ended up going like the old school route as far as how planes take off and land, at small airports without control towers. There's a workaround, but it's not necessarily the safest workaround with the amount of planes obviously going in and out. Basically the reason why is because of staffing issues. First off, we've already had a ton of staffing issues going in to the government shutdown. And then with the government shutdown, that just, made matters worse. Now flights, again, can still take off and land, but pilots have to use procedures typically followed at small airports without control towers. Air traffic controllers have to work during the shutdown, but aren't being paid. And some have started calling in sick, as I would too. I'm not going to get paid for the foreseeable future.
But what if you're really sick? It happens.
Okay, but
Yeah.
okay, Kendall.
Okay.
Anyways, a dozen FAA facilities experienced staffing issues yesterday, including Phoenix and Denver. So,
no.
yeah. And right now, obviously, we're not reporting on anything catastrophic, but I mean, you're definitely light fueling the fire here. It makes it concerning. Or you're like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna fly. I would be extra nervous if I had to fly out, be like, there's no one in air towers there, and it's a pretty busy airport. I'm seeing planes come up, planes go down. All right, let's hope for the best here.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think you could step in and fill in for that job role?
No.
Would you
No,
make a good controller? No.
No. I seen Breaking Bad. It's just not happening. In fact, actually, speaking of planes, you want a not so fun fact?
Okay.
Do you know why planes dim the lights during takeoff and landing?
Why?
A lot of people think it's to make you comfortable. Some people think it's to reserve power.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, but no, it's neither of those reasons. It's to help your eyes adjust to low lighting in case there's an emergency and you have to evacuate. So they're just prepping for the inevitable. They're like, one of these times, you're going to need to be able to see in a dark tunnel. So let's prepare the dark tunnel lighting, please.
Right.
So, yeah, that.
Well, don't panic anybody. Isn't it still safer than driving is what they say?
It's safer than driving when everyone is working. I think they got to adjust the stats and the figures
Yeah.
when there's variables like no one showed up to work today. So I'm sure, I'm not an expert, and I'm not saying sound the alarm or be like too paranoid, right? But a little bit of paranoia can potentially save a lot of lives. The point is, I just say I believe the stats will like move a little bit. If in the bad zone, if it's a case where, hey, we have eyes in the sky, and it's good to have eyes in the sky to let people know, planes don't cross and everything else.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, this government shutdown affects a lot of people out there. If you're affected, our thoughts are with you. And basically what it is, like federal employees aren't getting paid, but are still working. So they're accumulating pay, right? But they won't get their payday until the shutdown ends, whenever that may be, right? Sometimes these shutdowns only last like a week or two, sometimes a little bit longer, right? But imagine worst case scenario, this shutdown goes for a couple months. Now, I don't think it's going to be a couple months, but say that's a worst case, right? And some people grind it out and say, okay, I'm just going to keep working, and man, I'm going to have a fat check waiting at the end of this rainbow. And if they have enough money saved to be able to get them through this ordeal, right?
Which no one does.
Right. So then the plausible scenario is that people are like, well, I got to take my sick pay. I'll accumulate that while doing DoorDash and Uber Eats or whatever the case, and try to get by or get a secondary job. So, a lot of people aren't showing up for the jobs that are needed because these are federal jobs, and the reason why we have them in our budget. So it's a weird time that we live in. On top of all that, not to get everyone too concerned, but Dolly Parton's sister's asking for prayers.
This sent me into a spiral last night.
All right, well, see, we're already running out of time, so let's get into our music. But yeah, I'm sorry it was all doom and gloom in the show open. We will hit the reset and come back to make fun of stupid criminals. We have a lot to get to, including fun and games. So
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Fun and games!
Yeah, fun and games. Kicking things off with Sublime here. It's Rocco to 2.1 KFMAB Figure presents. You know the name of the show? Let's go! Fear more, moron. Let's do it.
It's not me, is it?
No, it's not you.
I'm always
Don't worry.
Scared.
I know. One of these days,
One of these
Kendall.
days, you're going to get me.
Yes. All right. Well, last week there was a story that was interesting. It was about a gas station in Los Angeles that notoriously, you got to think like the McDonald's on Take a Birdie, right? They had a small dinosaur as their landmark outside of their establishment for about 50 years, right?
A small one?
Well, it was like 4 feet, right? It was decent in size, but it wasn't like the T-Rex that's on Tankerverde. Okay?
That's right. Ours is the best.
Right. So with that, somebody stole it. It was a 50-pound fiberglass dinosaur named Claire who was stolen from the gas station a couple weeks ago. This obviously devastated the community and the gas station's owners. They were upset and confused by the whole thing. And surveillance footage actually showed a thief removing Claire, then loading it into the back of a truck driven by someone else, and then they both drove away. Okay. Now, actually, Jamie Lee Curtis shared the video. That's how much like Hollywood loved this. I'll show you this video of the crime in action here. That you'll be able to,
of Jamie Lee Curtis.
Courtesy of Jamie Lee Curtis, right? So this is how simple it was. See how it's somewhat of a smaller dinosaur? All right. Again, I dare someone to try to take the T-Rex on Tankerverde, right? Find a pickup truck with that.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I mean, they wanted it for whatever reason. They wanted it.
This is a sober person, Like you'd think, like they'd be stumbling, walking up to it, and like they just got the idea. This was premeditated.
Yeah, of course it was.
They got a blanket and
Yes,
they did it.
That's right.
They planned it.
All right, let me continue. So, yes, they did. And it was probably just a couple stoner guys who were like, hey, you know what would be great in this living room? That dinosaur that's on the corner. Anyways, they did ask, the owners did ask whoever took the dinosaur, just please bring it back. And then we won't press any charges. And you'll be good. So the dinosaur was returned overnight on Monday, anonymously with a note attached saying, I'm so sorry for stealing Claire. Please do not press charges. All right. So it was like a prank gone awry. Now,
Wait.
We are on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back, Beef Vegan Presents. Yes, we did start the podcast broadcast early. And the reason why we started the podcast broadcast early is because we got very special guests in studio.
That's where our heads are at. Yeah.
And they brought food. And this is we had to do show and tell because it's amazing. It is Cuban Corner is the name of the restaurant, right? And it's all located on 919 North Stone. It's going to be our new half-price Friday deal. Starting this Friday, it's a half-price deal. A $25 gift certificate or a $25 purchase will get you a $50 gift certificate to the Cuban Corner, your favorite new Cuban spot, right? And it is immediately my favorite new Cuban spot.
Immediately.
So we've had a couple things already that we've been tasting as we've been, playing Pantera. First and foremost, let's talk about these empanadas, which are mind-blowingly good. In studio, I have very special guests. I got Gonzalo and Kaylee. Okay, Gonzalo is the owner, and Kaylee is his daughter, the beautiful daughter, and they got his wife here as well. So family-owned business, right? How long have you been in the restaurant industry, Gonzalo?
For over 25 years.
Over 25 years. So, yeah, you've been making this food for over 25 years. And now, are these recipes like family recipes?
Well, my wife is Cuban.
Yes.
So it's all her recipes.
It's all her
Family,
recipes.
Yes.
Yes. And well, then God bless your family. It's amazing because we've been having the plantains. These empanadas, of course, are delicious. We had ham and cheese, and we had the beef one where I'm still kind of like I'm on a high from this beef empanada because the flavor that is in these beef empanadas are just pop instantly and just blow my mind. They're so good. I don't even know how to describe the flavor, but it's not even spicy. It's, it's savory.
Well seasoned.
Oh, it's so delicious. Absolutely.
Good texture.
Yeah. Now, and with that, so you just opened up here in March?
May 1st.
May 1st. So, yeah, you just opened up right there on Stone. And, right off the bat, it'd be like your customers have been raving about the empanadas and the Cubana sandwiches. What have you seen have been early favorites for your customer base?
Besides those two, of course, we have our Ropa Vieja.
How do I pronounce that? This Roja Vieja.
Ropa Vieja.
Ropa Vieja.
Yeah.
And what is that?
It's a cheddar beef, slowly cooked. Then we'll finish cooking with tomato sauce, red wine, red bell peppers, and red onions.
Is that what this is right here that I'm about to shove in my mouth?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the chicken is super tender, slow roasted. Melts in your mouth.
Thank you. Well, one of us has to not eat while doing this segment.
Yeah, I know.
You've been shoving your mouth this entire time, which is great.
I like to think I'm good at talking with my mouth full.
No one wants to hear that, but yes. What are you eating on right now?
I still haven't. I'm about to finish the beef empanada. I'm moving on to the ham.
Okay.
You said the ham was your favorite, but this beef one mesmerized.
No,
me.
I mean ham and cheese empanadas, that ham and cheese combo is normally my favorite. Period, right? Like I will start off with that as my flavor profile. But yes, I was blown away by the beef empanada, and you guys are gonna have chicken on the menu here soon too, right?
Yep, in like 2 weeks.
Okay, is that gonna be like a shredded chicken? What kind of chicken you doing here?
It is going to be a cheddar chicken.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and it's going to be the same seasoning as almost the meat one.
Okay, nice. Same season, same family recipe. Everything you make in-house, huh?
Of course, yes.
Yes.
We start cooking our beans. We do our rice con gris. All our sauces that we make over there is everything on house.
All from scratch, yeah. And then what do you got here? This is
those are our tostones.
Tostones, yes. So, and I'm showing on the screen. You can see exactly how delicious everything looks on our podcast broadcast stream, youtube.com/beefvegan, or on our Facebook page. Very good. And then also, let's talk about that Cuban sandwich because I judge
one of the favorites.
Yes, has to be. Now, I am a sandwich connoisseur, and especially when it comes to Cubans. I love being a good Cuban sandwich.
Also,
so yes, go ahead.
Yes, please eat. I also am going to show on the stream these adorable coffees that they brought in. They're like little jars, what are they called? The mason jars, but they're mini and adorable and delicious. Like it is so satisfying to hold this, look at it, and
it is
drink
delicious,
from it.
and it jacks you up. It has a lot of good caffeine in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they brought a black coffee as well. but they said it is sweetened still.
Yeah, let's talk about this Cubano right here. This Cuban sandwich. Of course, it's all you got the pork, you got the ham, the cheese, right?
Yeah, we got the roasted pork, Swiss cheese.
Is that like a slow roasted pork?
It's slow roasted pork. We do 8 hours cook on that one.
Yes.
8 hours.
Pickles and mustard.
Mm-hmm.
And all pressed in a panini press.
All pressed in a panini. And then where do you get your bread?
Our bread, the local bakery makes it for us.
Nice.
Yep.
So you got your fresh baked bread
every day.
Every day. All right, here. And then, so I can try a bite of this, and I'll give you my little, I mean, it looks legit. This looks like such an amazing Cuban sandwich. Mm. Okay, I know just eating isn't the best radio, but it is the best food. Cuban Corner, 919 North Stone Avenue, just south of Speedway. And you guys are open what? Sunday through Monday? What? Or
no, it Tuesday through Sunday, 11 to 8 p.m.
Okay, Tuesday through Sunday.
Go.
Yeah. So you're taking Monday off.
Well, I mean, it is a Monday off, but I mean, it's restocking.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to defend yourself. You guys, family owned, operated, ran. Yes, take a day off, recharge, restock, reprep. And so Tuesday through Sunday, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yes.
And then you do catering as well, right?
We do caterings. We do private events. We're equipped to do all that stuff. We do have a food truck that we can go and.
Oh, you have a food truck too. Yeah. Nice. Okay. When's your next food truck location? Like outing? Are you going to be at like Tucson Meet Yourself or anything like that?
We're not. Okay. Right now, we do have a Graham County fair that we were going to be doing this weekend.
Nice. Yeah. So you guys are staying busy. Yes. All right. And then, Kaylee, you guys have a website and everything where people can check out your food or any kind of more information that they want?
We do. Yeah. So we have social media, thecubancorner.com.
Okay.
But yeah, everything's the Cuban Corner. Our website too is all up and ready.
I'm gonna share all your stuff to our
pictures on there. So.
Yeah, you're on Instagram as well as Cuban
Yes.
Corner. Yeah, we're gonna share all your stuff on our Instagram page today so everybody can see it. It's delicious. It's my favorite new Cuban place. And it'll be your new Cuban spot as well. Your favorite new Cuban spot.
Hands down.
Yeah, 919 North Stone Avenue. And again, it's our half off deal that is going to go live this Friday. So starting this Friday, for only $25, you can get a $50 gift card to the Cuban Corner. That's going to get you a whole lot of food. Do you guys do combos, like combinations, things like that too? Or like
we do have a sample platter so that people can come and try it, which includes empanadas, croquettes, papas rellenas, and tostones with ropa vieja.
So good.
Yes, dude. This is my new favorite restaurant in town. Period. Not just Cuban restaurant. I think.
Yeah,
I'm in love.
Yeah, no, thank you. You know what? Let's keep this conversation going on the podcast broadcast. Obviously, I have a mouthful of food. But yeah, kfma.com starting Friday. Yeah, I shouldn't take such a big bite, and that's my fault.
Making fun of me.
No, I know, and I'm just like, dude, one at a time. It's my turn to eat. Take it away, But no, I love Cuban
because
sandwiches.
You want to get the whole feel of the Cuban sandwich.
Yeah, I love Cuban sandwiches, right? And so when it's done right, too, so no shortcuts and just like it's probably like my favorite sandwich of all time. And are you from Miami? Or are you from where are you from? Cuba. Oh, from. Well, that's more authentic than Miami. You know that?
Just a little bit more.
There's some Cubans in Miami too.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you. And I have a dumb question: is it just regular mustard, or is it like a special, secret
yellow mustard?
Just yellow mustard. Okay, that's traditional. Okay.
Yeah, that's the standard. Gold standard. That's the way they do it. What's the history of the Cuban sandwich? I mean, so in Cuba, obviously, you don't even know, but you grew up. They've always had sandwiches like this in Cuba.
Yeah, the Cuban sandwich actually it did come from Miami.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it was Americanized. So that's
Cuban guy, but it's made here.
In Cuba, you eat more the pork sandwich, the pan con lechon. And over here, they went and add ham, the Swiss cheese, Yeah.
Is there more than ham on here?
Well, yeah, pork and then ham
Yes.
Oh,
and
the
then
pork,
pickles,
okay.
and mustard, and
It's
cheese.
roasted pork, ham, Swiss cheese, pickles, and
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. It's so good. So it's generational pork sandwich, you know? They're just like, it's pork with pork, which is always interesting. They're like, oh, I didn't know I could do more than one pork, but the Italians been doing it for centuries too, you know?
they do eat a lot of pork over there.
They do eat a lot of pork.
I love pork.
Yeah, it's delicious, right? And so, I mean, yeah, and then getting the empanadas with the beef, now the chicken, and of course the ham and cheese. What is your favorite? You grew up with all this food, Kaylee. So when you're going to treat yourself
Yeah.
off of anything off the menu, what are you ordering?
Honestly, the papas rellenas are my favorite.
Papa Rihanna's.
So it's like a potato bowl
Okay.
with that ground beef that you guys had in the empanada.
Uh-huh.
And then there's another one with bell pepper and cheese, and both of them are out of this world. Those are my favorite. So if you like potato, and then they're fried. So
Mm.
yep.
So it's a gluten-free dish, is what I just heard, right? Because it's
Uh,
potatoes and
Is it gluten free?
yeah, it
when
should.
you
I
add
mean,
No, because after the potatoes are done, we put on flour, egg,
Oh.
and breadcrumbs.
okay, okay,
Super gluten. You
So
know what?
one
Just
gluten-free
suck it
and
up and do
put
some
gluten
gluten. It's
back.
delicious. You know?
yeah.
Yo creo que la comida cubana
Well, that's
va
how
muy
I like it.
Mhm.
Hey, I'm not scared of it.
She says the Cuban food's really not that healthy, unfortunately.
Oh,
But it's good. It's just the flavors.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah, that's not important. What's important is
You
is
had
it good?
All
Is
you
it
know,
tasty?
All the best stuff for you isn't technically healthy, you know, but you know, like once a week you could easily do it, you know, treat yourself. Or if you're gonna eat this and then like go to the gym, eventually I'm gonna go to the gym. So then I can
Balance.
use this as
Balance.
fuel for my gains and like
There you
pumping
go.
it up and all that stuff. I think this is good gym food.
Tell me beef vegans never worked out before, because
Hmm.
this is what he did to show working out.
I've worked out before.
Yeah, okay.
No. I like a Cuban sandwich better than a protein shake,
Oh yeah.
Me too.
for the record. All
I
right.
saved some of that empanada for you since it was your favorite.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. See, I knew I liked you. Let me pull you up here on Instagram so I can show off some pictures on the screen. And is it the Cuban Corner?
Yeah,
On Instagram?
the Cuban Corner. Oh,
Okay.
The.
Yeah, the Cuban Corner. We should be following you already on here. The Cuban Corner. Type of one hand and
eat with that.
I gotta follow you guys.
It is the Cuban Corner _ tapas. No.
Yep, that one with the red logo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
_ tapas. Gotcha. All right, let's look at some of these pictures here.
Woo! What's that dessert?
Flan. You don't know what flan
Or
is?
the yellow one.
No, I do. It had a
Oh.
strawberry on it. Yeah.
Strawberry flan.
Yeah.
Or can I? Yeah, I want to hear about all the desserts. Really. Okay.
All right, you want to talk about the desserts? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So a flan.
Kaylee, yeah, describe this dessert here.
Well, Yelen makes all of our desserts. So the flan is like a traditional flan, right? So a little bit more sweet. And then we have, ¿qué se llaman estas? Okay, so there's something it's going to be called las panetelas borrachas. It's essentially, is it dipped in honey?
Ooh.
It's like a syrupy
It's
sauce.
a syrupy sauce made up with rum,
Oh.
sugar. So it's a little bit sweet and it has the flavor. That's why it's called panetela borracha, because that's what it means.
It has the rum, yeah.
Oh,
And then the
wow.
sauce.
It's a maracuya sauce.
Oh, my.
Sauce, yeah.
See, that's not just your average flan. That's special.
Yeah.
Almost as kind of those combination plate. It
Yeah.
looks like that.
This one also we do have, our
This is the tri-tip plate. Yeah.
yes, it's our Mexican side. For the Mexican side we use tri-tip that we cook in mesquite wood.
Oh, I love that. You use mesquite, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
So all the tri-tips, that's the tri-tip plate. They come with rice, beans, salad, jalapeno.
So in a way that you have some dishes on the menu that are kind of like hybrid, right? Homage to like Mexican food, and you got Mexican and Cubano food all on the same menu.
Yes.
Yeah. And so are all your meats kind of like smoked with mesquite wood?
For
Yeah.
the Mexican side, they are.
All the okay,
So, for
but
the
not the
tacos,
Cuban side, huh?
not the Cuban side.
Okay, so what do you do for the Cuban side with the meats?
Well,
Make them different.
Most of the meats are either cooking grill or roasted, in the oven. Yeah.
I love it. I love that there's a difference, and distinction. Fruit looks delicious, fresh.
Ooh.
Yeah. What is this? What is this?
Those
This is
are
Another dessert?
another dessert.
That one is the panetela borrachas.
So
The
how you make
borracho,
the
so
sauce?
it's drunk.
Yeah, because the sauce that the cakes are dip on it. They are made up with rum.
Oh, nice. Oh, yes.
Holy
See,
cow.
see, I understand borrachos.
So they sit it on it until we serve it.
And do you have like a pretty extensive like rum bar then? Or like rums? Like
Well,
not so
that's for a
much?
dessert.
Okay.
Our liquor license is on the works,
Okay.
so we're not equipped with to serve alcohol.
Oh,
Not
It's
yet.
coming up, not yet.
yeah, yeah.
Coming up.
Breakfast
But
coming.
you can cook with
drinks
it, yeah.
coming.
Breakfast are coming, yes,
Mm.
and
So
drinks
it's
are
just
coming.
it's cooked in the rum, so the alcohol's cooked out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
but the flavor is still there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, and then with the variety of rices as well. So you see the 3 different rice styles that they have there. So good, and yeah, the best Cuban sandwich probably in town. So now you know where the best Cuban sandwich is when you're asking yourself, where to go. And look at that guacamole, chicharron, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
And
so-
they're with plantains, fried plantains, chips, and tortillas.
Yeah, see, there you go. That is basically a Mexican Cubano wedding, right? Or you
Yeah.
combine it together, yeah, and it's like, yeah. So that's beautiful. I love seeing that stuff too. Just like a little bit of both influences and worlds coming together on the menu.
What are those drinks? They look very magical. Are
Yeah,
those
that
like
one's-
agua frescas?
Yes, we do make all our aguas frescas in the house every morning.
Mhm.
That one that you saw, it was a pineapple tea. Pineapple
Yeah.
sweet
It
tea.
had like flower petals on
Yes,
top.
yeah.
They looked
So
beautiful.
good. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Well, excellent. Well, thank you guys so much for coming in. I love it, and you'll definitely be seeing us soon. And we're excited about selling these half off Friday deals. So
Yes.
a lot of people will be coming in and trying it out for the very first time. So I hope that we get a lot of good reviews from them as well. It's very exciting. And I love family owned restaurants. So
Thank you.
I can't wait to be there in person.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
you guys come by.
Oh yeah, no, coming by soon. Next week, once a week. It's not necessarily
Sounds
healthy.
good.
Yeah, gotta keep it slim, but yeah, I gotta get another empanada, and I would order a Cuban. And this is what my lunch order would be. I would do a Cuban sandwich, and then the empanadas come in what, like 3,
Two.
Two,
Set to
okay, two.
Yeah.
Okay.
and then can you mix and match like like
Yes,
how we
you
did?
can.
Oh.
Okay, okay,
That's a game changer right there.
Yeah,
'Cause I
so
want the beef.
yes, and so yeah, if we went on a lunch meeting afterwards. We
Mhm.
maybe split if we wanted to be like health conscious, split a
Right.
Cubano and empanadas, and you could have your own flavor. And that's easy. That's a nice, easy lunch. If it's
Yes.
dinner, then we're going to double up on the order of empanadas and then and probably have a flan for dessert.
There you go.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, I love it. Well, thank you again so much for coming
Thank
in.
you.
We're going to reset here on the stream, continue the morning moron and the phone call that we got, and be back with more right after this. His return was also caught on surveillance video, and the owner of the gas station says charges. They're just happy to have the dinosaur back, and he says they will be bolting her down for good. Though the fact that it wasn't bolted down was odd. Though I mean, you put this awesome, dinosaur just on the corner and make it a landmark. You got to bolt it down because people are going to want awesome dinosaurs.
Right.
Now, it's unclear if the theft was just some kind of prank or stunt, or they thought they could get away with it. But once the story went viral, they chickened out and returned the dinosaur. So in this situation, you would think that I would say the perpetrators who stole Claire would be the morning moron, but it's not. It's the gas station owners who are in fact the morning moron, because they made it, as you can tell in this video, so damn easy to take that adorable little dinosaur.
Mm.
If it's not adorable, then you don't need to bolt it down. If it's adorable and it would look great in any like backyard or living room setting, according to like stoner bros or frat bros or any of that,
Mhm.
You don't bolt it down, that's on you.
Right.
So for that, I got to say the gas station owner in Los Angeles who had that adorable dinosaur now has it back. Initially, it was a morning moron. They're going to smarten up. They're going to bolt it down so next time you can't try to steal it. But let that be a lesson to any business owners. I'm looking at you, McDonald's on Tanque Verde. bolt down your dinosaurs or we will steal them.
Jurassic Mickey D's.
All right, looks like we got a phone call here, Kendall. Rock 102.1, who's this?
Yeah, man, this is Chester. How's it going?
Oh, good, man.
Hey.
What can I do you for?
Yeah, I got a beef. I want to talk out to you guys real quick.
All right, yeah, what's your beef?
My girlfriend Venmoed her ex for drinks and acted like I was insecure for bringing it up.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So,
Like, she says $5 doesn't mean anything, but like I think it says a lot. Like if it's truly nothing between you, why are you sending this guy money for whatever he's doing, food, drinks, anything?
right,
Yeah, I'd be upset.
right.
Did you find out on a bank statement, or how'd you find that out?
I saw it on her phone, because it's just Venmo.
Yeah.
And so we're going back and she says, oh yeah, the Venmo pops up. I look up at my Venmo account, see the history. Like they're swapping money kind of like, I wouldn't say all the time, but like they are still swapping money, and they're not even doing anything to hide it. Which I feel like, I don't know, is it a petty situation to get mad about my ex about?
Yeah, I got a few questions. All right, how long have you been with this girl?
It's been about 10 months now.
10 months. Okay. How long was she with the ex? Was it like a high school sweetheart ex, or do you know?
No, not really. I think it was like a couple of years. I don't know. I know they were serious. They were together longer than we were, Maybe it was like 3 years or something.
Yeah.
And they knew each other from college or something like that.
Right. And he put it down so good, she's still paying him residuals.
Oh,
No, I mean, I'm not saying that's exactly what happened, but a little bit. He's kind of.
But that's what's in my mind, right? Like, why else are you guys still talking to each other? I don't send money to any of my exes.
No. That's a pimp move in a way. I mean, it's a broke ass pimp move, right? Because the ex could be like such a bum where he needs money, but maybe he doesn't need money. The worst case scenario is he doesn't need money. He just gets money.
Right.
And that's no good, man. Yeah. I mean, Kendall, in this situation, the shoe was on the other foot. Are you breaking up with your dude if he's sending money to his ex?
I don't know if I'm going to jump into breakup immediately, but I'd try to salvage it. Like the umbilical cord needs to get cut entirely.
You're
like
salvage it?
This cannot continue. If it does, then I think it's absolutely grounds for breakup. I mean, I don't think that's too extreme.
Yeah, I think you're too.
Right. I'm not going crazy here.
Right. Now, you look through her phone. I mean, right now, the problem is you already got trust issues now. Every time you look into the phone, you're going to be checking through bank account statements and things like that.
Yeah.
How much money is she giving him over time?
I mean, it's just like a drinks thing. Like, I don't know. It feels like here's some money for food, here's some money for gas, here's some money for drinks kind of thing, And so I looked over her shoulder. I didn't fully go through and comb through her entire phone, but when I saw the Venmo, I think she changed the settings since then. It's been at least it's been going on a couple of years. Maybe it's a couple $100, maybe it's, at least $400 or $500 at this point,
Yeah, man, your girlfriend is his bottom bitch. That's not good. Oh, I mean, that's just pimp terminology.
God.
I know.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Just give me trust issues for sure.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, once the trust is ruined in a relationship, the relationship is ruined. And, if she's been doing this behind your back, unless he's it's a GoFundMe and he needs medical treatment, then it's no good. So I think you're going to have to cut the cord on this one, dude.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to give her a call, let her know about this. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's 10 months. It's not too early into a relationship, not too late. So, yeah, I guess now's the time.
10 months.
She also didn't tell me she was doing this, she just let me find out randomly and acted like I was being weird for saying anything about it.
Right.
I was like, why are you hiding this? You knew I was going to be upset.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. And, you had every right to be upset in this scenario because it was a secret that she was keeping from you. And she definitely had a history with the ex. And unfortunately, in that situation, it's donezo. It's donezo. I mean, I don't know what you want to go to counseling and stuff with this woman, Kendall. Is that what you would say?
It depends on how strongly you feel about this person.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter. The stronger you feel of this person, the more this person's going to hurt you when they continue to show that they have stronger feelings for the ex. You know, again, if the ex isn't missing legs, is not like going through chemo, is not doing in a situation where it like is in dire need, then, you know, this is literally just a situation of manipulation and her showing affection through monetary gains. It's a pimp move on his part to get money from his girlfriend. It's not cool. It's just not cool. All right, sorry to give you rip off the Band-Aid and give it to you like rough, but you had a beef. I addressed it, and hopefully, I wish you the best on that. And then there's plenty of women out there who aren't going to pay off their ex unless it's like, I don't know, child support or alimony.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I like her a lot. I think you guys are right. Thanks.
Yeah, and I mean, you know who else? All right, Rock on 2x1 KF, man. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Just wrapping up the clip earlier from Chester calling in with a beef, and his girlfriend was Venmoing her ex. And, with Kendall can't separate her deep love with her boyfriend in any scenario, looking from an outsider's perspective, because immediately she's going to put herself in her own shoes.
Yes.
And she is so head over heels in love with her boyfriend that she's willing to like overlook things that other people are going through and be like, it's a different scenario.
I don't know about overlook, but what you said, deep love, that's the problem.
Yeah.
I love him too much.
I know.
I love him more than I wanted to.
I know, but see, but here's
scary.
the thing. I know it's gonna scare him away. You say that on the air like that, but no, no, but that's the thing. It's like not every scenario is going to be as fairy tale like as what you're in right now, which is good. I'm happy for you. But that was from earlier from Chester and the call. And we're back on the air on Rock 102.1 KFMA. I wanted to pull up this picture of Jonah Hill, brought to you by Ozempic. But I can't find it right now. If you've seen it, it's kind of gone viral. He's, starring in a movie with Kristen Wiig, and he's good for him. He's down to like 160 pounds. The dude is felt. And obviously,
he's been skinny for a minute now, though.
No.
It's not new. There's a new skinny?
Yes, new skinny. Like he's been not morbidly obese for a minute, for sure. But now, he's wearing tight-fitting clothes where he's legitimately skinny now. And problem is, unfortunately for us fat guys, who are genetically fat, our heads are fat. So we lose all the weight around us. And yeah, you get down to your skeletal frame, but then you still look like a Pez dispenser. And that's an unfortunate reality that, even Ozempic can't solve at this point. They'll figure it out eventually, but yeah. Did you see the picture in question that I'm referring to?
No, but I'll try to look for it. Where is he at?
I'll pull it up right here.
Oh.
Yeah. This is what Jonah looks like now. Now, of course, he's in a wig. He's in character.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. That's wow. I would not recognize that's Jonah Hill.
Speechless right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
are you sure that's Jonah Hill?
100%. That's Jonah Hill.
Dude, that is whack.
Well, again, he's in character.
Wig.
Yes, he's in character in a wig. There's his body from afar, right? And again, he's starring with the movie. He got no ass. He's starring in a movie with Kristen Wiig. She looked unrecognizable as well, but she's dressed up, right? So the movie is going to be some sort of comedy.
Clearly,
there's him in regular street clothes, skinny as all hell. Again, no ass. And I'm not body shaming. I relate to Jonah Hill physically. But yeah,
because you have no ass.
Yeah. Got the same kind of genetical issues. Genetical is the word I'm using today. But Jonah Hill did have a reputation of being difficult to work with in the past. Definitely had diva-like behavior. I came across a list of actors who were totally hated by their entire cast while filming a movie. If I say, name an actor who is totally hated by their entire cast, what's the name of an actor or actress that comes to mind?
I'm going to speculate Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, American Psycho. He was just as intense when the cameras stopped rolling as he was when they were on, and obviously that rubbed people the wrong way. So yes, Christian Bale did make this list. American Psycho was released in 2000. That's not even talking about the incident that went viral and when he was shooting Terminator Salvation, where he snapped on a lighting or a key grip because of their phone and whatever. So yes, Christian Bale. Give me another name of an actor or actress you think may have been hated by the entire cast while they were filming a movie.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Well, unfortunately, anyone that's hated Tom Cruise was immediately snubbed out by the Church of Scientology. So there is no record of Tom Cruise being hated by his castmates during the movie. How about another one?
Right. Well, someone on the stream, Christy said Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson, again, is one of those situations. He's more hated, off screen than, filming. And even when he's directing, the end product actually, lets people oversee it. So Mel Gibson actually does not get the reputation that these 10 actors do. All right. Anyone else?
How about a funny guy? Maybe like Seth Rogen or James Franco?
Seth Rogen and James Franco, no, not on the list. You guys are very bad at this. Anyone else on the stream? We got any good suggestions? No? Let me break down. Bill Murray.
No.
You don't recall?
No, I mean, I'm saying don't tell me he's on the list.
Oh, he's on the list.
Are you serious?
He's on the list, yeah. No, if you recall, during the filming of Charlie's Angels, he was so antagonistic that Lucy Liu reportedly threw punches at him.
Wow.
And Charlie's Angels 2, he was replaced by Bernie Mac, and nobody was sad about it. And they didn't even explain the character change, right? They're just like, you're done. So, yes, Bill Murray was on this list.
What about some ladies? You got any ladies on the list?
I have one lady on the list, and that's Lindsay Lohan. And this was, unfortunately, during a low point in her life and career. For the movie The Canyons, while she seems to have, snapped out of it, Lindsay was still in her nightmare period during the making of this movie, and the director almost fired her multiple times because of her diva-like behavior.
Right.
All right, some other notable actors who were massive a-holes and hated by the entire cast while filming a movie. Burt Reynolds during Boogie Nights. Another classic role. Burt Reynolds was amazing in it. It resurrected his career. But he didn't like the movie, and he felt like it was beneath him. And he treated everyone like they were beneath him as well, even though he did eventually earn an Oscar nomination for his performance.
Wow, that sucks to hear. I didn't realize that.
I know. Sometimes bad actor behavior or method acting can ruin a movie altogether.
Yeah, it gets into your psyche a little too much.
Yeah, such is the case of Jared Leto's performance in Suicide Squad. Yes. He wanted the rest of the cast to be freaked out by his portrayal of Joker, so he sent them gifts like used condoms, bullets, and dead animals, which led most of the cast to be like, you know what? I don't really like this guy.
Tone it down a notch, bud.
Yeah, man. How about some cupcakes, some edible arrangements or something? That's a good gift.
Yeah.
Don't give me a dead rat. Shia LaBeouf was on this list for Fury. He went full method for this World War II drama, even cutting his own face and having an actual tooth pulled and refusing to shower. And since he was that method, they're just like, I don't even want to be around this guy. He's mental. He smells like a hobo. He smells like he's been in a war for 3 months straight without a shower.
He's doing it good then.
I know. He didn't win an Oscar, though. All right. And then here's our top 3 actors who were totally hated by their entire cast. Okay. Wesley Snipes in Blade Trinity.
Okay.
He was unhappy that his character was being sidelined in favor of franchise newcomers Ryan Reynolds and Jessica Biel. So he made the set pretty miserable. Legend has it, in one scene, Snipes was supposed to open his eyes, but he refused because of a dispute with the director, so they had to give him CGI eyeballs.
What the hell?
Yeah, so next time you watch Blade Trinity, keep an eye out for that. Also, Mike Myers coming in number 2, Cat in the Hat.
I just got to say real quick about Wesley Snipes. He also didn't open his eyes to the IRS, so that was his hack. He thought he was gonna.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did someone say that in the stream, or you're just laughing and you thought that in your head?
No, I thought about that.
That's why you laughed. You're like,
I had to double check. I wasn't getting mixed up with somebody else. I'm like, didn't he evade like $7 million in taxes?
He did. Off the Blade Trinity money.
Don't forget about that.
Yeah, Mike Myers, Cat in the Hat. He was controlling, humorless, and prone to tantrums. The movie sucked. And of course, the most notable one actually recently had a documentary on it 20 years after the fact. Jim Carrey in the movie Man in the Moon, or Man on the Moon. He stayed in character as Andy Kaufman the entire time, alienating pretty much everyone on the set. And not even Andy Kaufman did that in his real life, as Jerry the King Lawler said in several interviews. He's like, Jerry, Andy and I were real life friends, and what we were doing was a work, but Jim Carrey treated it like we were enemies the entire time because he was quote unquote Andy reincarnated. But if he was really Andy reincarnated, then he would have known that Andy and Jerry were actually friends.
Right.
So
interesting.
And this was all an effort to get awards. And unfortunately, Man on the Moon didn't receive those awards for Jim Carrey. And he had to keep on choosing serious roles after that, which was detrimental to all of us because we really wanted to see him talk out of his ass more, you know? And there you go. Actors who were totally hated by their entire cast. All right. Yeah, you weren't good at guessing any of those. Jonah Hill was not on this list technically, but
it's a long list.
It's a long ass list. Well, it's a podcast, and I banged through that list pretty fast, though.
I mean, it's theater and actor and drama. Like that's what they do. They're all, are a bunch of like high school kids.
Not always,
not liking each other, not getting along. And then the deeper you get into Hollywood, the weirder you get. Like that's how it goes. Don't you think?
Well, the conclusion of this, and this is an interesting piece altogether talking about this. The conclusion says when genius meets a toxic energy. So Hollywood loves the myth of like a tortured artist, but there's a fine line between genius and cruelty. So for every unforgettable performance, there's often a trail of broken relationships, traumatized crews, and exhausted directors. So basically for this show to be great, I got to just break relationships and, create trauma. I have not traumatized you yet today. I gave you empanadas.
That's true. Today was a good day.
Yeah. Thanks, Ice Cube. Now, some of these actors redeemed themselves, but most of them never did. So this was a very interesting piece and not surprising, to say the least. Some of these.
Right.
Marilyn Monroe was on here for The Prince and the Showgirl. Apparently, she was a diva for a minute. And then Richard Pryor for Blue Collar. But he was doing a lot of cocaine at that time. So you could blame it on the cocaine.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine, like, find a list of, like, who's genuinely cool people in Hollywood, Because
there's
that's
a lot.
going to be a very, I think that's a short list, though.
No. No, yeah. There's definitely a lot of cool people that have reputations of just being, like, the nicest guy. Tom Hanks is one of them, right?
I guess so, but at this point, don't you think he's so far up the Hollywood ladder that you feel a little sus about it?
Well, no, not at all.
Huh?
Well, there's maybe people on the stream. All right, here, let me show you this. You've been wanting to see this. This.
So this gentleman here is telling me to...
all right. Early this morning, let's see, we ran through some Ask Conspiracist and F My Life. When we return, a squirrel on jet skis. Correct.
Can't wait to see the squirrel, though.
I appreciate you guys.
I appreciate you as well. All right. A Perfect Circle with Judas to the Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. As you know, there's a lot of news happening day to day. We don't have time to go down a rabbit hole on all these stories, but sometimes I give you just enough time to get caught up on the headlines, and that's what this is. All right, so let's get into your top headlines today. First headline, this is interesting, and I feel like this is something that Kendall would do if she was invited to a wedding and they didn't feed her. She would go ham. Hangry wedding guests infuriated a bride after ordering pizza with ham on it to come to the reception. The guests claimed they weren't fed for 8 hours.
That's ridiculous.
See, I knew that you'd get upset by this for sure.
It's an outrage.
Yeah, how many hours are you allowed to wait before you're fed? And it's mandatory if you're going to be a guest to someone's event, whether it's a wedding reception or anything. Like, how many hours will you go before food?
I'm going to say 4. I can stretch it to 6, and then after that,
someone's gonna get stabbed. I get it.
Yeah, there's gonna be a fight.
Yeah, Well, a lot of people online are definitely weighing in on the side of the guests who said, the bride had no business being upset after 8 hours. Be like, hey, we're not leaving the reception. We're still part of this.
Brides are out of control.
I need to fuel up. You don't think you'd be that kind of bridezilla?
No.
What kind of food would you want to serve at your wedding?
All of the foods.
Yeah.
A lot of food. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
There won't be a shortage.
Yeah, well, the food is for the guests. Okay, Kendall, again, the food is for the guests, so it's future reference. All right, there's a newest health hack going around TikTok, and it's the 50 jump trend. They say the minute you get out of bed, you just jump in place 50 times. That's it. That's the trend. They say it's supposed to be a quick way to get the blood flowing and let your neighbors think that you're absolutely out of your mind. So the 50 jump trend is, growing on TikTok, and it would definitely suck if your upstairs neighbor started doing it.
I was just going to say, don't tell him, please.
Right. All right. A man was stopped from boarding a flight because his Samsung Galaxy Ring battery started swelling. So, so now we have like rings that are smart rings. This is terrifying. So say you get one of these smart rings, now we have a new fear unlocked, and that's the battery can swell up while it's on your hand. It got stuck on his finger and it almost exploded, and he had to it was a procedure to get it taken off. It was a whole deal, but they wouldn't let him on the airplane because they're like, your finger's a bomb, man. It's not
Seriously?
good. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so new fear unlocked for sure. Elon Musk briefly became the first person with a net worth of $500 billion the other day. But when the smoke cleared, he went back to $485 billion. So I could still call him a broke little bitch. All right. For whatever reason, there's another TikTok trend of crowds gathering in public to eat pudding with forks. Have you seen this?
No. What kind of pudding, though?
Does it
Sounds
matter?
Pretty good.
Okay. So what kind of pudding would you prefer to join on this latest trend?
I'd get down with like a banana pudding. Maybe bring my own little wafers to crumble on there.
Okay. Yeah, and this is why we're doomed as a society. It started as a German thing. It was called a pudding mit Gabel, but now it's growing in popularity. So eating pudding with forks in public with a group of people is the new flash mob. Back in my day,
is the fork, not a spoon.
That's what I'm saying. But back in my day, I don't want to try to say my generation was cooler, but at least when we did flash mobs, we had a little bit of a choreography. There's some dance moves, maybe some music accompanying it. We're not just sitting on our ass eating pudding with a fork. So kids these days, you know what I'm saying? All right, Busch Light is currently running a campaign where they're encouraging consumers to legally change their name to Hunter. So not Bush. Not George, because like former presidents, George W. No, Hunter, as in Biden's son, the least popular son. They say one lucky person who does it will score 19 years worth of beer. That's the good news, but the bad news is it will be Busch Light beer. So are you willing to change your name for crappy beer?
I am so confused by this. So if you change your name to Hunter, you get a lifetime supply of beer? Is that what you're saying?
No, but thank you for Bush. They're running a campaign saying if you change your name to Hunter, you may possibly win 19 years worth of beer. Not a lifetime supply of beer, but maybe it's 2 lifetimes if you drink Busch Light every day. And finally, Burger King is phasing out. I want to end those headphones because this is, I promised you a squirrel on jet skis.
Twiggy.
This is Twiggy the squirrel. Again,
Twiggy.
If you were listening to Ask Conspiracies, you heard about this squirrel. Don't trust him. He's not really a squirrel. He's an operative, as we know.
I mean, I think
he's not even jet skiing. He's just you just stuck him on there, and he's just like, what the hell? What's going on? Help me off. Where do I go?
Okay, you think you can do that? I want to see you on a pair of jet skis if it's so easy.
Look at his jet skis. Now, there's a float underneath. Right now, jet skiing is not easy. Okay, and have you ever jet skied?
No.
Okay, so it is difficult to do. So wakeboarding is difficult too if you're not familiar with it. But what this guy that it's already floating and he just kind of steps on it. So I could step on a raft. It's just skis. You're right. It's not jet skis, dummy. It's just skis. And good to see you, Manny. But yeah, if I stood on a raft that's already floating and then they pulled the raft, I could hold on to the floating raft already. And that's basically, he's on a raft and he doesn't have skills. I mean, he's adorable, but he doesn't have skills. Let's talk about something serious though. I'm tired of all this AI taking beloved historical figures and turning them into wrestlers, professional wrestlers. Look at this. This is Bob Ross and Marilyn Monroe walking down to the ring on Monday Night Raw.
Mayor of positivity himself, Bob Ross, and he's not coming alone tonight. That's Anna Nicole Smith, King. Rogers got real into this place, King.
Mr. Rogers and Marilyn Monroe.
Into the ring, and he's got Marilyn Monroe on his arm. I never thought I'd see this on Monday Night Raw.
Mr. Rogers, neighbor,
Oh,
It's a beautiful
Bob
day
has
to
got
paint this canvas with your
unfortunately.
blood.
Let's listen to let's listen to him cut this promo.
You walk in here with your happy little clouds like the ring is some canvas for you to paint on. But this is my neighborhood. And in my neighborhood, people learn respect the hard way. Ross offering the handshake. Oh my! Low blow. Come on. Okay. We're going to have to play this on the air here in about 55 seconds. So, I mean, considering that they're cutting promos like this, I got to air it. What?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not mad.
All right. Yeah, what were you going to say? You were just going to say you're not mad?
Yeah, you said you didn't like this.
No, because it gets worse than this. You know, I mean, Bob Ross versus Mr. Rogers. Yeah, that's a good wrestling feud. I've seen Marilyn Monroe cut promos. I saw Martin Luther King turn heel.
Okay.
Yes. See.
All right. Yeah.
And so, like, that's the latest. The trend this week is using AI to take dead historical figures and have them turn into professional wrestlers cutting promos. And I'm going to repeat that again here on the air while we set this up to play. But yeah, it's part of this AI slop thing that's happening. So, all right, let's get on the air. All right, Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Even 10 on the stream says this AIS is getting crazy AF. Imagine how they have duped us in the past. Yeah, maybe they duped us in the past. But they're not necessarily fooling us today. They're just kind of annoying our feed. In fact, actually, there's a couple things that I want to mention before I play this video back on the podcast broadcast stream. We may have passed peak social media, because America is kind of like an outlier when it comes to how much we consume as far as the social media is concerned. A new report in the Financial Times asked if we pass this peak. Digital Audience Insight company looked at data from more than 250,000 adults from 50 countries, and they found that time spent on social media peaked in 2022 and has since gone into steady decline.
Good.
Yeah. Now, across the world, adults 16 and older are spending on average about 2 hours, 20 minutes per day on social media platforms. That's down 10% since 2022. Sharpest decline is amongst teens and 20-somethings. They're kind of over it. But millennials and Gen Xers seem to be deleting their accounts too. Now, there's one place in the world where social media isn't in a free fall, and that's our backyard. We're still consuming it more than anyone. And they say consumption of social media's diet of extreme rhetoric, engagement bait, and slop continues to climb. But the slop is the biggest issue that we have, right? So Meta and OpenAI have announced new social platforms that will be filled with AI-generated short-form videos. And if anything can kill social media, it's nonstop AI slop like what we're about to show you. This week, the trend seems to be taking dead historical characters, turning them into WWE superstars, and having them wrestle and cut promos. The video in question here is Bob Ross in his long blood feud against Mr. Rogers. And, of course, Bob Ross, he's not coming to the ring alone. He's bringing Anna Nicole Smith with him. And if he's going to have Anna Nicole Smith in his corner, then Mr. Rogers, he's got to respond and get Marilyn Monroe in his corner.
That is classier, I will say.
This is a fever dream nobody asked for, but it is actually pretty funny. And this is one of the few ones that's funny. Some of them are downright disturbing, but let me play you a little bit of this.
Sensitivity himself, Bob Ross, and he's not coming alone tonight. That's Anna Nicole Smith, King. Rogers got real into this place, King. That's Mr. Rogers walking to the ring, and he's got Marilyn Monroe on his arm. I never thought I'd see this on Monday Night Raw.
Mr. Rogers, neighbor, it's a beautiful day to paint this canvas with your blood.
That's pretty good.
You walk in here with your happy little clouds like the ring is some canvas for you to paint on. But this is my neighborhood. And in my neighborhood, people learn respect the hard way. Ross offering the handshake.
Mr. Rogers just kicked Bob Ross in the groin.
Mr. Rogers with a cheap shot, and the crowd let him hear it. Boos are raining down on him. Writhing in pain. Ross is perched.
I like how, okay, wait. Bob Ross is jumping off the top rope. I like how there's a warning here on TikTok saying the actions of this video are performed or supervised by professionals. Do not attempt.
Wow.
They're like, no, this is AI. TikTok. All right, let's
man.
Yeah, these are pretty impressive moves though. And I mean, I've been seeing this with they've been doing this with everyone. Like for whatever reason, it's AI and WWE. So I saw a bear deliver a frog splash off the top rope? A bear, a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now I don't want to watch actual wrestling because it's not as entertaining.
Man.
There's more of this clip, though. We'll share.
No way! 5-star frog splash!
He did it wrong.
Cover! 1, 2, oh! Mr. Rogers kicked out. I don't believe it. The man in the cardigan just survived the splash. Losing its. Both men perched all the way up there.
On the ladder. Oh, no.
Oh, no, this can't end well. Avalanche powerbomb off the ladder. Good the canvas just shook. Mr. Rogers may be out cold. Bob Ross sitting tall. Ross on the top rope. What's he got in mind? Moonsault. Picture perfect. He got all of it. Oh my! Kick out at one. Are you kidding me? The neighborhood just won't stay down.
See this flop? It's like it's melting down on us in real time, right? Where you're like, oh, they did that wrong. It's almost like glitching from a video game. In this clip, we're gonna see Bob Ross climb the ladder and then try to jump through Mr. Rogers, who's laying on the table. Let's see how this pays off.
Oh, at the top of that ladder. What's he thinking? This is a 30-foot drop. Don't do it, Bob.
Oh, head first.
Straight from the heavens.
That was not a swanton bomb. AI doesn't even recognize what a swanton bomb is.
I gotta admit, I'm enjoying this.
I'm not. There's too many errors. It's just like playing a video game in 2009.
Right.
Bob Ross is going for it all. 450 splash. He nailed it.
That was not a 450 splash. You see what I'm saying? You know, I mean, that was a leg drop, but, you know, all right.
No, Rogers kicked.
The ref was outside the ring, too. That don't even make sense.
Down. He kicked out. The crowd can't believe it. Rogers swings.
None of it makes sense.
Back elbow. Right on the button. He hooks Happy little ending. Oh, my. Cover. 1, 2, he got it. The artist pulls it off.
Happy little ending.
I knew Bob had it in him.
Just pinned
I knew
Mr.
he'd come out on top.
And he's the 1997 World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
There you go.
Ma'am, you
I can't believe it either. But at least, I think, at least with those ones, you know they're fake. Because the disturbing part of AI, or the most disturbing, there's a lot of disturbing parts, but when you don't know if it's real or not.
Okay. Well,
at least we know that's not real.
All right, like this grandma who has a pet bear. Have you been seeing videos of this?
I have not seen this
trend.
one.
All right, so this is better AI. But listen, this is better AI, but this has tricked a lot of people, but this is AI. And the setup is it's police body cam or ring cam. Showing footage of a grandmother who swears that she feeds this bear every winter and it's like her pet bear. Now, with this still, it looks like a real picture, right? But neither the grandmother nor the bear in this video are real.
Feeding that bear, it's not safe for you or the neighbors.
This isn't a bear, officer. He's family. He's been coming around for almost 10 winters now.
Family or not, he's still a wild animal.
Yeah, see?
I mean, come on. I knew that wasn't real.
Okay, well, that's good. You're smarter than your grandmother because she would fall for that and start feeding a bear almost immediately. Let's keep this conversation moving on a podcast broadcast. But yeah, you can see those videos that we were just playing the audio of, youtube.com/beefvegan. Yeah, I mean that, but it looked better than Bob Ross's like botched wrestling moves.
I don't know. That was kind of cool. I liked that. I enjoyed that.
I wish I had all the clips of the Martin Luther King one. Was like, oh, stop, no.
That does pain me to hear, and I do not want to see that.
Yeah. Oh, you know you're gonna have like Charlie Kirk, WWE videos soon. It's not gonna stop, and that's the trend right now. And the good thing about this trend, though, is you know that since everyone's doing it, by next week it will be like passe. Mm-hmm. And they'll be on to something else. So, right now it's super easy to, I
have to admit, I've been enjoying the ones of like the animals that like you think it's like a nature trail cam video. And then all of a sudden they like flip off the camera.
Yeah. I get mad at those because I'm like, oh, you got me again, you son of a bitch. And just like when I went to, Nightfall. And that creepy clown that I took the picture of, every time he would go to shake my hand, I'd go shake his hand. And he'd pull his hand away. He did it to me like 4 times. I fell for it every single time. I was only mad at myself at that point. You know what I mean? I thought I was like getting a new friend. And and I'm like, oh, I'm the idiot here. But we all knew that. Okay, earlier this morning, we did F My Life. In case you missed it, went a little something like this. Check it out.
Call 600-KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another edition of your F My Life. These are unfortunate situations. Email to me at beef@kfma.com, subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, and give us a call at 600-KFMA, 600-5362. And if Kendall and I agree your life is F, We'll hook you up with a pair of tickets to either the Nightmare on Congress or U of A football. Bear down.
Right.
All right. With that said, you ready for the first email here, Kendall?
Let's do it.
Okay. So it's sent to me by Tyler. Tyler said, Beef, I was having an intense erotic dream. It was going great until I thought, I hope this isn't a dream. And this caused me to wake up. This isn't the first time that I've C-blocked myself in a dream. My life. What do you say?
Big baby, you can fall back asleep. Get back into the dream.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got a crazy idea, Tyler. Why don't you go out there and try to have real life erotic scenarios, right? I mean, dreams are cool and all, but so's real life.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Yeah, exit the matrix. Get into the reality. Let's go. All right, so we'll agree to disagree, move forward. Next email sent to me by Esteban said, I was so happy to hear my phone go ding that I jumped for joy out of my couch. It was actually a character on my TV getting a text. Oh,
that's silly.
So yeah, but he's so text deprived and was just so happy for any kind of interaction.
That's sad. Yeah, that is a bit sad.
Yeah, so is that enough my life?
I'm gonna say big baby still.
I mean, you're literally saying it's sad and you're feeling for him.
It's not that sad.
Okay.
When you put it like that, it's sad. But I'm sure people are texting him. He's fine.
Nah, I don't think anyone is texting him. Put your phone on vibrate there, Esteban. But yes, I will say after my life, we'll agree to disagree. Move forward. All right, next one sent to me by Sydney. Sydney said, I was riding my bike to work the other day in a hurry and I hit a pothole. Thank you, Tucson, right? I flew off and hit the ground hard. I was badly shaken. But an old homeless lady came over, checked me out, and helped me onto my feet. Oh.
That's sweet.
Yeah. After she left the scene, I realized she pickpocketed my wallet while helping me.
Oh, my gosh. That old opportunist biatch. Oh, my God.
That's pretty slick, though. F my life, though.
That is slick. FML, though.
Yeah. I mean, double. I saw someone eat it on a bike the other day, and he took it with good stride. So I was gonna make a left. It was right by the hospital, and he was gonna, he's riding his bike about to hit the crosswalk, and for whatever reason, just hit the curb hard and went over his handlebars, right? And he ate it hard, and all the cars around him kind of stopped and look. And so he gets up, he dusts himself off, and he looks around, and he notices. Everyone's looking.
Everybody's looking.
And all you can do in that scenario, and I relate to it so hard, was just give a little chuckle and be like, yeah, you saw that. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Good sport. At least he didn't get pickpocketed by an old lady afterwards.
Oh, you didn't let me finish. I got out of the car, kicked him in the nuts, and took everything, including the bike.
Oh, beef.
I know. It was hilarious. All right, 2 more of my lives here. Jamie said my boyfriend blew half the money we'd save for a vacation on a fancy new camera. His reasoning? Loads of YouTubers are quitting YouTube. There's money to be made. F my life.
Big baby. Actually, no. Well, I don't know. I'd like a fancy camera. I'm torn.
Okay. So you got to give me an answer, though. I know it's a very hard game to play.
Big baby.
Thank you. I say F my life, so we're on a different page today only because, vacations are real. And to make a lot of money on YouTube, it's not easy to do, right? It's not like he's going to be the next MrBeast. I mean, cameras are awesome, but at the same time, so are trips to Cabo, right? Yeah, so F my life. It's half of your money as well, all right? And final F my life for the day sent to me by Brandon. Brandon said, my cousin and his fiance took me to my first strip club experience. That's right. One of the strippers came over and danced for me. She pulled her thong string out, and I tried to place the dollar in it with my mouth. That's a move that you're supposed to do, right? I know. It's gross. I missed, to which she said, put it in there. R word?
No.
Got called the R word by a stripper because she couldn't put a dollar in her thong.
Man, this is rough.
What are you going to say?
I'll say FML.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's got to hurt the ego pretty hard.
Right. I mean, it's tough. It's not easy to do. Have you ever done it? Have you ever put a dollar bill in your mouth?
No,
You're
that's
smarter.
dirty.
I know you're
That is
smarter
dirty, yeah.
than 99% of men out there because they've all done it. Present company included. Because when I was younger, I'd never do it again today because I'm like, oh, I'll be sick for a week.
Yeah.
But definitely F my life, Brandon. Congratulations on your first strip club experience, though. All right, let's hit the reset. We got more coming up right after these words. Rock 1 2.1. I'm sure 10 would agree. 10 would know as an expert as far as strippers' G-strings. We kind of made a face there because she was thinking it's gross, and it is gross for sure. But they pull the side of the G-string. They don't pull the back of it out because I have a feeling you're thinking about the part that goes over the B-hole. And they're like, oh, you want to stay away from that. And like, yeah, absolutely stay away from that. I mean, I think it's gross just putting a $1 bill in your mouth, honestly. I mean, that's
yeah, there's a lot of layers to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so a lot of layers.
A lot of farts.
So many fart layers. I know. It's super gross. Let me show you one more quick little video before we get back on the air. This is a man who confronted a mother over her screaming 8-month-old baby in a restaurant because he has sensitive ears. But it sparked a debate online, and it should actually. And I want to see what you would think in this situation as far as who's in the wrong. All right.
Tell my 8-month-old to stop screaming because he has sensitive ears. I know it's loud, but he's an adult. He can leave, and he chooses not to leave. He's choosing me to tell me to take my baby out because he has sensitive ears.
You need to learn to be respectful.
She's a child, sir. It's not me. I didn't do anything.
You're causing this whole restaurant to have to hear our discussion. They don't want to eat that. They want to eat their food.
You came to me about my child, did you not? You're speaking for other people that haven't spoken, and the only reason I'm furious about it is because you came to address me about an 8-month-old.
You're forcing everyone in
I'm not forcing any. I didn't tell the baby to talk. I'm happy that she has a voice, and I'm happy she can speak because there's children out here that can't even speak. That's nonverbal. So I am grateful for my child to be able to have a voice.
I don't know. I don't really like this lady, to be honest with you. I'm kind of like team sensitive ears on this one. In restaurants too, it's one of those things. And as a parent who was a parent of a small child at one point in my life, and being by myself in those scenarios, it's very difficult. And you have to kind of like grab the baby and maybe walk outside because you don't want to necessarily like impede on. For me, like you're thinking everyone else in a restaurant is now like, oh, this sucks. But it's a baby. What are you going to do?
Yeah, but from what we heard in that clip, I didn't hear the baby having a tantrum. Because to me, that's when it's different. That baby had some squeals here and there. I heard it like once or twice in the video. And that's not the same. Like if your kid's having a tantrum, that's when you can step outside. Otherwise, it's like, dude, this is like a daytime place. Like you're not like at a nice restaurant. I'd understand if you were like somewhere super fancy, you're paying a lot of money. It's like, that just looks like a regular family-friendly place. Like,
yeah, we're back on the air. It's Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. If you're wondering what Kendall's talking about, we're playing this clip here that went viral about a mom with a young baby. And the young baby's kind of squealing, screaming-ish, making some noise. A kid, I'll say kid, a man in his like 20s, says he has sensitive ears and asked the mother to do something about it. That, of course, offended the mom. She immediately broke out the phone to film it and cause a scene, as we do in America. And that was your argument and a strong one. And I get that. Here's a little bit more of the clip.
And that's not up to you as an adult to chastise me or to whoop me because my child is speaking. You can't remove yourself from this restaurant.
Now you can see like the woman next to the man in question has a face like, what in the hell are you talking about, man? To the woman saying chastising or whoop me over, and there was no whooping, and it continues to get awkward. Let's listen to a little bit more here.
No, you're disrespectful, you're entitled, and you're being privileged right now because there was nothing in this world that made you feel like you can come say that to me about my child, and then you're upset that I'm reacting. I'm reacting to your response. There are nonverbal children out here, and you want to sit here and act like I'm supposed to suppress my child's voice?
I'm not responsible for the way that men have probably mistreated you in the past.
Men? I'm a happily married woman. What are you talking about, baby? I'm 10 years next week. Clap it up for me. That's what you can do. So no one has
Yeah, you can clap it up for her, man.
mistreated me. You've been disrespectful. I didn't accuse you. Have I ever said racist? Did I say racist in here?
I was talking down to you because of privilege.
No, I said you're being, privilege does not equal racism. Let me educate you for a second, sir. Privilege, hold on, no.
Oh, I love it. I love it when people educate me.
This is getting a little complex.
Yeah, complex, because now you're not on the side of the mother anymore. Because again, now she's walking away, but like, hey, who's watching your baby? There's an 8-month-old baby that's being unattended at a table right now because you're trying to go viral with your Karen-like behavior.
I'd still like to know. I'm not hearing a baby so far.
Yeah, she walked away from the baby. That's why the baby's screaming in the background, and now the baby's not louder than the mom. Now the mom is the annoying one, and look at the face of everyone involved here. But let's continue to listen here.
Let me educate this man. No, let me educate him because he just said I call him racist. I never did it. I said privilege because you're being an adult and you're expecting me to remove my child when I patronize this restaurant just like you. That is privilege. You're expecting me to put yourself over everybody else in this restaurant. It's not a thank you, but you realize how disrespectful it is, right?
I babysat kids.
Yeah, I'm so sorry because I totally understand. Like having kids, it can be hard, and like sometimes it's hard to like get.
Meanwhile, our other kids are starting to run around and like own the place, and it's not even just a racial thing. The guy in question is a white man next to his friend who is a person of color, and throughout the restaurant, it's like black women just sitting like close by, looking at this woman in question, like, this is getting crazy. Right. But so, yeah, I mean, it's divided the internet, so to speak, because child free life doesn't mean child free world is one. Someone says I get both sides. So I don't know. Right. Someone commented on the woman just staring, saying I'm problematic queen, just wants to eat and get the tea. He was calling her a single baby mama, a racist trope. So it's going back and forth depending on what side in that situation. Like I said, if I'm the parent, and this is me, and I've had Riley or Veal, act up as like a baby where it was like kind of like uncontrolled, like making noise, I'd take her and would walk outside, right? Yeah. And until I could potentially calm her down. If I couldn't calm her down, we'd just leave.
Yeah.
But that's also because like I didn't want people staring at me.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if you're going to approach somebody about it, you need to approach and actually offer help, because just saying something like, hey, get your kid in check, that's not helpful.
Right. So go up to the counter, order a side of peanut butter, and then go over and be like, hey, you want to put some of that peanut butter in your mouth? It's going to shut them up for a good 5 minutes.
Exactly. That's helpful.
No, babies aren't dogs. I was joking.
It could maybe work.
All right, so earlier this morning we did the slang thing, right? What Gen Z is saying for the slang. Now, before we wrap things up, you did come up with ways to properly use these slang words in a sentence?
Did I come up with ways to say them?
Or what okay, so real quick, the top most popular slang words of 2025 were bop, chopped, zesty, and mogging. All right,
right.
What did you come up with? You did some research on these words, and what did you come up with?
Right. So chopped, I guess, is a term that means unattractive, ugly, or aesthetically lacking.
There you go. Okay, so you did use that one incorrectly, but that's good to know.
I used them all incorrectly.
So so if someone calls you chopped, that's not a good thing. That's good to know.
Exactly.
I thought it was cool. But okay, what's another one?
And now another one, the zesty, I think is pretty traditional. It's just someone who's flamboyant, energetic, spirited.
Yeah. I looked at it as like kind of bi, but okay.
Yeah, appearing gay,
Yeah.
This one I have not understood. And I think this was the first one you asked me about. The term 6'7".
Yes.
It's a nonsensical phrase, apparently, with no meaning.
Yes, that's why I hated it so much. And, Yaz will throw it out there too, but it literally has no meaning.
It's like a troll term.
It's 100% a troll term. So, yes, I hate 6'7".
I mean, what else is a troll term? Like, I think, is this the first of its kind? I don't even...
It really is. No, honestly, it kind of is. It's one of those phenomenons that it makes no sense as to why it even, started and why it's so popular today. But if a kid 6'7's you could, I guess, bop them on the top of the head.
It's like the verbal,
Yes.
game.
Yeah, exactly. And what else? What's mogging? We'll end it with this. Mogging.
Mogging refers to the act of outshining or dominating someone, typically in terms of attractiveness, status, or ability.
Oh, so you don't want anyone mogging you?
I can't be mogged. Try to outmog me.
No, I can't outmog you. I mean, but you know what? That's because you're 10 years younger, so you'll be outmogging me for life. Well, actually, no, you're a woman, so I age slower. So get at me in 15 years. We'll see who's mogging who.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening to the show. Tomorrow morning, we'll continue to give away tickets for Nine Inch Nails and U of A football. But till then, enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
Bye.
When you wish upon a side of beef,
am I right about the aging thing?
Will come an end to all your grief.
Unfortunately,
I may be ugly now, but come at me in 15 years.
I will
I may
knock
be better
out all
looking than I am
your
now. I don't know.
teeth.
Probably uglier.